Okay, wait a minute. Someone get the cycling world on the phone right now, because this is not a drill. Egan Bernal, yes, that Egan Bernal, the crazy guy who is probably one of the best riders out there at the moment, definitely in the top 5 or top 6. Today, in the model of what was supposed to be a hard but controlled race in northern Italy, he casually obliterated one of the most brutal Strava KOMs in the country. And we're not talking about some gentle climb in the backwoods. Oh no, this is the San Caterina climb, which is 8.5% average gradient, verified by Strava, feared by locals, and worshipped by madmen. And Bernal just absolutely annihilated the whole leaderboard, which also contained Wout van Aert. Wout van Aert is sitting pretty in 4th, looking like he had done enough to etch his name into history. Gone, vaporized, relegated to solid effort bro status. And nobody, and we mean nobody, thought that Egan had this in him after everything he's been through. Let's get into this KOM madness, what it means for Bernal, and ride details, quotes, and what he's cooking for this year's Tour de France. The KOM, San Caterina, the climb that breaks legs. First things first, let's talk about this KOM. The San Caterina climb isn't your average hill segment that some Sunday League warrior accidentally rides into thinking it's just a bump. This thing is a wall, a savage. 5.4 kilometers of uphill massacre with an average gradient of 8.5%, but multiple sections that spike as high as 12%. The climb is tucked into the rigged folds of the Valtellina Valley, a place where goats think twice before going for a stroll. The pavement is old-schooled rough, the switchbacks are tight, and the final kilometer? Basically a vertical sidewalk with pain written in every pothole. Before today, the KOM belonged to local legend and all-around mountain goat Marco Trentin, who rode it in 16 minutes and 21 seconds during the 2023 Giro d'Alpre, a time considered untouchable. Just to enter the top 10, you needed to be riding at a solid 6.5 watts per kilo for almost 17 minutes, while being hunted by gravity and your own mortality. But then came Egan freaking Bernal, a man with a titanium leg, more scar tissue than a UFC veteran, and the eyes of someone who's seen way more turbo than a trainer. He didn't just break the KOM. He obliterated it. 15 minutes and 39 seconds. That's 42 seconds faster than the previous record. That's not breaking a KOM, that's dismembering it. How did he do it? Egan's insane ride details. Let's talk watts, let's talk numbers, because the cycling nerds among us are frothing right now. Bernal averaged 6.9 watts per kilo for nearly 16 minutes. That's right, this is Tour de France winning form levels of ridiculous. We're talking about a rider who was practically pronounced done in 2022, now holding one of the nastiest KOMs in the country, and not by a second or two, by over 40. Here's the kicker, he did it in the middle of the race. Not on a training ride, not with a tailwind, and no bib shorts, but in competition, with other riders breathing down his neck and team tactics to think about. He crested the climb solo, launching an attack with just under 6Ks to go on the stage, and making it look like he was just getting warmed up. The riders behind, they never saw him again. And when the Strava file dropped after the race, the cycling world collectively fell off its chair. Wout van Aert in shock. Riders react. Let's spare a moment for Wout van Aert, a powerhouse climber in his own right. He's known for his massive engine and ruthless pace. Just earlier this season, he set what many thought would be a forever KOM on San Caterina during a UCI test event. The cycling forums lit up. Nobody's topping that, they said. This one's in the vault, others claimed. Wout currently sits in 4th now. Strava leaderboard, Egan Bernal 15:39, Marco Petrentin 16:21, Pavel Grigorev 16:29, and Wout van Aert 16:31. Poor Wout. 1 minute you're a KOM god and the next you're an extra in Egan Bernal's documentary. But it's not just Wout. Pros across the peloton started reacting within minutes. Quote, Bernal's back, are you serious? Anonymous Ineos teammate. Quote, I need to go lie down. G. Thomas, probably. Quote, he made that climb look like a warm-up lap. Matteo Jorgensen. Bernal speaks out. I'm not done yet. And then came the man himself, Egan Bernal, Colombia's golden boy. The only man who can make high-altitude suffering look like art. When he was asked about the KOM, he laughed and said, quote, I didn't even know I had it until the staff started texting me like crazy. I just felt good, really good, maybe too good. Too good, he says, like he's not out here casually humiliating national records. When pressed further, Bernal added, quote, I've worked really hard for this. After everything I've been through, the crash, the pain, the doubts, moments like this make it all worth it. But this is just a step. I want more. And more he means, because yes, this isn't just some fluke day of peak performance. Bernal has been cooking. His training, dark horse tour form. Since January, whispers have been growing louder. Egan Bernal is back, and not just, quote, look, he's riding again back, but Tour de France back, and this KOM might just be the final confirmation that we needed. His coach, Esteban Reyes, recently told Colombian media, quote, this winter Egan committed like never before, 6-hour rides in the cold, altitude camps, threshold blocks that would break normal riders in 10 minutes. He's obsessed with climbing fast again. We're talking 30-30 intervals on 10% climbs, double sessions with a resting heart rate under 40 BPM, recovery protocols involving cryo chambers, pneumatic boots, and full body laser therapy. A recent FTP test showing 6.6 watts per kilo at 65 kilos of body weight. And now, the man has a KOM that confirms it all. He's lean, he's fast, and most importantly, he's confident. Tour de France 2025. Bernal's secret weapon. Egan Bernal is officially part of Ineos Tour de France squad this year. Yes, the team still has Carlos Rodriguez, but they don't get surprised if Bernal ends up their ace in the shadows. Because here's the thing, no one expected this. The media, the fans, the rivals, everyone had written him off as a sentimental pick. But now, everyone's scrambling to update their tour predictions. Rumour has it, he'll be targeting the Alps stage as launch pads for long-range attacks. The San Catarina climb was just a taste. He's been spotted on recon rides up Col de la Luz, Galabria, and yes, even Pol de Dome. Imagine 2025 becomes the year where Bernal, not Pogačar, not Vingegaard, not even Remco, becomes the biggest surprise in July. So here we are, one titanium rod, one mountain, and one KOM that no longer belongs to Wout van Aert. Ladies and gentlemen, Egan Bernal is not finished. He's just getting started. Save the screenshot, frame the segment. San Catarina has a new king, and his name is spelled Egan. Don't forget to like, comment, and let us know what you guys think. Can Egan really win a stage in the Tour again, or was this the KOM peak of a Phoenix story? Drop your thoughts down below, and Wout, sorry man. Thanks for watching today's video. Please consider subscribing if this is your first time here to stay up to date with all of the latest cycling news, cycling drama, and cycling results. I'll catch you guys in the next one.